Mischief, when you think of this word, one figure always comes to your mind. Of course, I'm talking about Loki, the god of mischief. Today, we will be discussing some of the most frequently asked questions regarding Loki. Who is Loki? Why did Loki hate Thor so much? Was Loki responsible for Ragnarok? And is Marvel Loki similar to Norse Loki? Welcome to Myth Unraveled, where we journey into the depths of ancient mythologies to uncover their mysteries and meanings. In today's episode, we delve into the realm of Norse mythology to explore the enigmatic figure of Loki, the trickster god. Loki is a cunning and trickster god from Norse mythology who often plays pranks with other gods and causes chaos everywhere he goes. He has the ability to shapeshift into different life forms and also has various other magical abilities including teleportation and sorcery. Loki, being Thor's brother and Odin's son, is one of the major misconceptions that people have of him. His father was a giant named Farbati, and despite his father being a giant, he was still counted as a member of the Aesir, a tribe of deities including Odin, Frigg, and Thor. With the female giant Angerboda, Loki produced many offspring including Hel, the goddess of death, Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent, and Fenrir, the divine wolf of destruction. Loki's offspring played a major role in the Ragnarok. There are many stories surrounding Loki, from his mischief to his punishment. One of the more popular stories is about how Loki plotted Baldur's death. Baldur was the son of Odin and half-brother to Thor. He was the god of light and purity, described as a fair, kind, and handsome god, whose beauty was unparalleled. Often praised by others for his mercifulness, Baldur was the epitome of all things wise and good. In other words, he was the very best of them. However, Baldur was plagued by trouble of his own. Every night Baldur had a gruesome vision foretelling his own imminent death. To prevent the prophecy from coming true, his mother Frigg visited every entity in the entire 9 realms to secure an oath from them that they wouldn't harm her son. She consulted every being except for one. She neglected to consult the mistletoe, believing it too small and harmless to threaten the life of her boy. This fatal oversight soon reached the ears of the mischievous Loki. Loki, being the mischievous god, he has grabbed a branch of mistletoe and carved an arrow out of it. After traveling throughout all realms, Frigg returned and threw a grand celebration for her son Baldur. All the gods attended the party as wine flew and laughter echoed everywhere. Later, the gods tried testing Baldur's blessing using various methods. Whilst everyone was enjoying, Loki was plotting something evil behind everybody's back as Loki handed the arrow made from mistletoe to Baldur's blind half-brother Hoda and challenged him to throw the arrow towards his kin. Hoda did so without hesitation, believing that nothing could ever hurt his half-brother. However, the reality was vastly different than expected as the arrow fatally pierced Baldur's chest, killing him immediately. Later, the gods learned of the cause of Baldur's death and started their hunt for Loki. Loki, knowing if he ever got caught he would face a fate worse than death, started hiding from everyone using his divine abilities. But he couldn't hide from Odin's eyes, as Odin could see everything in the entire 9 realms after sitting on his throne. Afterward, Loki was captured and punished by Odin himself as his mischief went too far this time. The gods dragged Loki into a cave and bound him by a rope on a rock with a poisonous snake. The poisonous snake would drop its venom on Loki's head, making him feel severe pain. Loki dually represents psychological change at individual and sociocultural levels. He enjoys being a part of divine society, but likewise wants to dismantle it because it tries to control him. In all depictions of him, one thing is constant: Loki intends to bring down the entire system, civilization, by bringing about the end of the world. Loki has evolved since his early 13th century origins. He started as a neutral evil character who only hoped for chaos and destruction, to now a character who is shown as a villain but with a good heart. Due to his nature, Loki has amassed massive popularity today. Loki is portrayed as a main character with villainous nature in many movies, games, and comics. MCU is also one of the reasons behind its massive popularity. The mischievous and chaotic nature of Loki is properly displayed in the MCU verse, because of which many MCU fans love him. Interesting fact, according to Norse mythology, Loki once transformed himself into a mare in heat to entice Svalafari, a stallion helping to build a wall around Asgard. He later gave birth to the offspring of their coupling, an 8-legged horse called Sleipnir, and gifted him to Odin. There are too many interesting mysteries surrounding Loki and too little time to showcase it. As we come to the end of the video, we've barely scratched the surface of his mythical tales. If you loved it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.